What is up guys, and welcome back to another New World video. So today we are doing something different than my usual gathering guides and crafting guides videos, and we are talking about the best advice for new players in a new world. My goal is to help you guys be as prepared as possible for New World in every way possible, and I basically want you guys to learn from my mistakes that I made on the New World closed beta, as well as learn from my experiences from playing on the beta. Now, the advice I will talk about in this video is actually insane and can pretty much carry you for many levels in the game itself, and all it requires is a little bit of setup and a little bit of farming straight away. But what you get from that farming will pay back for the time you spent 100 times over, as it makes your leveling experience and pretty much just your entire New World adventure so much easier. Now, if you think that's enough of an intro, make sure you slap the like button for the algorithm, and let's get right into it. So what we're talking about here is potions, and how you can craft them and how truly overpowered they can be. Potions can legitimately save your life on several occasions, but even if you're not in that much of a dangerous situation, they can save you a lot of time throughout your leveling experience, as you can use them to quickly regain health. In New World, your health will not regain itself passively, or at least it will take a long time for it to do so, and in order to regain health you either have to resort to food or potions. Eating food will usually regain more health than using a potion, but eating food also regenerates health over time and you will have to stay out of combat while regenerating, otherwise the effect of the food will stop. Potions give you a huge chunk of your health back instantly, without any regenerating over time, and without you having to stay out of combat, so you can basically kill a couple of mobs, then use a health potion, then keep on killing, and by doing this you can quite literally have zero downtime in your killing and questing, which ultimately helps you level up a lot faster than you would with the downtime of regenerating health. Now, each potion probably only saves you about 10 seconds of time, but over the span of 40 to 50 levels in total, these potions are going to save you tens of minutes, possibly even hours of downtime over a while. I should also say that potions can be placed onto a hotkey, so in my example right here, if you look down on the right, next to my weapon skills, you can see I have my food bound to 3, and my potions bound to 4, so I can quickly use them if I want to, instead of having to go to my inventory. So basically, potions are strong, and you can use tier 1 health potions for a long time, probably up to level 30 or 40, or whenever you are comfortable spending some minutes gathering materials for higher rank potions. But how do you actually obtain the potions as a new player, considering this is the best advice for new players in New World? Well, crafting health potions is actually quite simple, so let's go through it. The first step is to gather some flint and wood, which you can gather by gathering flint pretty much anywhere in the world, but most commonly found at the beach or along the rivers of New World. And you can gather wood, or in this case green wood, you can gather wood by crafting an axe and chopping down trees, or you can gather bushes from all around the place as well, which usually gives you one piece of wood per bush. If you only want the flint and wood for the purposes of crafting these health potions, you only need a couple of each, or more specifically 1 flint and 5 green wood, so just pick up 5 bushes and 1 flint, and you are good to go. The next step after that is to locate any river next to you in your zone. In my case, I went to this river right here, and what you're looking for over here is something called Bullrush, which is found along the rivers of Eternum or New World, and you will usually find tons of them at any river that you go to. These are super common herbs to find around rivers, so finding these should not be a problem at all. These are wildlife stuff, just like bushes, meaning you don't need a sickle or any specific tool in order to gather them, so no need to worry about that. Simply gather any bulrush that you can find. When gathering Bullrush, you will notice that you will obtain an item called Bullrush Cob, which is the big boy item that you want here, and you want to try to obtain as many of these as possible. You will also obtain some reeds, which you can put in the storage for later, and you will obtain some firefly bait, which I would highly recommend you sell on the trading place if you are not going to use them yourself for fishing, as these are actually pretty decent bait for those who want to skill up fishing. Now, if you have a tier 1 bag, which you most likely will if you are either watching this video before New World launches, and you are planning to do this at the start, or if you're watching this video quite early after New World came out, either way you will most likely have a tier 1 bag, in which case you will want to obtain about 100 Bullrush cobs and then stop. Once you have about 100 Bullrush cobs, click on Y, or if you change keybinds, locate the keybind for your Campfire, which is by default set to Y, and then place down a Campfire. Actually setting off the Campfire requires 5 green wood and 1 flint, which is where these resources comes into play. You could also skip this part and head to the town if you want to save those resources, but if you want to be as time efficient as possible, go with the Campfire option. Once you have crafted a Campfire and built it, click on it, and you will see a crafting option. From here you can cook different types of meat and soup, you can craft basic tools, and you can craft weak health potions, which is the item we are after right now. When you click on the weak health potion, you will notice that crafting 1 weak health potion requires 1 Bullrush cob and 1 water, so if you haven't done it yet, go back down to the water and click E, or if you change your keybind, find the keybind for interacting with stuff, which is by default set to E. Doing so while in fresh water will let you pick up 10 water, or for the purpose of speaking properly, you will pick up 10 buckets of water, or 10 liters of water, whatever really, you will pick up 10 units of water. 1 unit is required per potion, so gathering once will give you enough water for 10 potions, so pick up as much water as you need to craft the amount of potions that you want. 1 potion weighs 0.5, and a tier 1 backpack can carry 200, so in theory you can craft 400 potions and be fine, but in that case you can literally not carry anything else except potions, so I would start with anywhere between 100 and 200, as that will take you to about level 20 to 30, depending on how often you use them. If you want to gather higher tier potions, you will also have to skill up gathering, as higher level potions and tinctures will require herbs and motes that directly requires a particular gathering skill that increases with each rank of potion you want to make. So for example, to make a tier 2 potion, you would want roughly 20 skills in gathering and so on. But the beauty of this rank 1 healing potion that you are crafting here is that you don't need any gathering skill whatsoever. You can quite literally go to a river at level 1, pick up a flint and 5 bushes on the way to the river, spend 10 minutes gathering Bullrush, and you have got potions to last you up until level 30 and beyond, and personally this is something I would really recommend you do as early as possible in your New World journey. But at the same time, doing it at level 1 might be a bit of an overkill, considering the questing isn't particularly difficult at that stage. But if you in any time in your leveling journey you run past a river, or you find yourself close to a river, it is worth taking a small detour to visit that river and pick up some Bullrush and craft those potions. This is something I didn't do until about level 15 myself on the New World beta, and I really wish I had done it earlier, as it saves you a lot of frustration, and it also just saves you time. The fact that 10 minutes of your time gives you about 100 potions, it is really something everyone should take advantage of. I really can't stress that enough. At the same time, you also get some firefly bait, which you can either sell or use for fishing, and if you do end up selling it on the marketplace, you can actually end up making a little bit of gold from that 10 minutes of farming as well, plus the fact that you get to skill up your Arcana skill at the same time. So there you have it guys, that is the best advice for new players in New World, at least in my opinion. It is incredibly easy, takes little to no time, the payoff is great and will benefit you for several levels, and it's something that literally everyone can do. Once again, a small recap for anyone who got lost along the way: gather 1 flint, 5 bushes, head to a river, gather Bullrush cob, pick up as much water as you have Bullrush cobs, then place and build a campfire, and craft health potions. If you found this video helpful or informative, please consider dropping a like down below to help push it into the algorithm so more people can take advantage of this advice. And while you're down there, make sure you click that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.